Hello everyone. Today we're going to delve into a very important topic that affects all of us in the digital age, the ethical issues faced by IT users. First off, let's discuss personal privacy. With the advancement of technology, our personal information has become more accessible than ever. From our social media profiles to our online shopping habits, a vast amount of our personal data is available online. This raises a serious question. Who has access to this data and how is it being used? Companies often use personal data for targeted advertising, but there's a thin line between useful personalization and invasion of privacy. It's crucial for us to be aware of the privacy settings on our devices and online accounts and make sure we're comfortable with the level of personal data we're sharing. Next, we have the issue of access rights. Who has the right to access certain information and who decides what is accessible? This is particularly relevant in the corporate world, where sensitive data is often protected by access rights. However, these rights can sometimes be misused, leading to unauthorized access or data breaches. It's important for organizations to have robust security systems in place to protect their data and manage access rights. Now let's talk about harmful actions. This includes actions that cause harm to others, such as spreading viruses or harmful content. Cyberbullying, for instance, is a significant issue in the digital age. It's vital for us to use technology responsibly and respectfully, and to be aware of the impact our actions can have on others. Another major ethical issue in IT is the protection of patents, copyright, and trade secrets. Unauthorized use or distribution of protected content can lead to legal consequences. It's important to respect the intellectual property rights of others and to understand the implications of sharing or using protected content without permission. Then there's the issue of liability. This refers to the responsibility of IT users for their actions while using the technology. For example, if a user's actions lead to a security breach, there could be ethical and legal implications. It's crucial for us to understand the potential consequences of our actions and to use technology responsibly. Piracy is another significant ethical issue. This is the unauthorized use or reproduction of someone else's work. It's a major issue in the IT industry, particularly with software, music, and movies. Piracy not only harms the creators who lose revenue, but it also has a wider impact on the economy. Lastly, we have consumer privacy. With the widespread use of technology, protecting the privacy of consumers has become a major ethical concern. Companies have a responsibility to protect their customers' data and to be transparent about how they use it. And now let's watch the conversation of Bailey and Steph about the ethical issues faced by IT users.
Hey Bailey, I've been thinking a lot about the ethical issues we face as IT users. It feels like a minefield sometimes.
I totally agree, Steph. It's a complex issue. Where do you want to start?
Well, how about personal privacy? I'm always worried about my personal information being misused online.
That's a valid concern. With the rise of digital platforms, a lot of our personal information is stored online. While companies use this data to improve their services, it's important for them to respect user privacy and not misuse the data. It's also our responsibility to be aware of the privacy settings on our devices and online accounts.
Right. And then there's the issue of access rights. Who gets to decide who has access to what information?
Access rights are crucial, especially in a corporate setting where sensitive data needs to be protected. It's important for organizations to manage these rights effectively to prevent unauthorized access or data breaches.
Another thing that worries me is harmful actions. The internet can be a breeding ground for harmful content and cyberbullying.
Absolutely. It's essential to use technology responsibly and respectfully. We need to be mindful of the impact our actions can have on others.
And then there's the issue of patents, copyright, and trade secrets. I've heard of people getting into legal trouble for sharing protected content.
Yes, unauthorized use or distribution of protected content can lead to legal consequences. It's important to respect the intellectual property rights of others.
Speaking of legal trouble, what about liability? If someone's actions lead to a security breach, who's responsible?
That's where liability comes in. IT users are responsible for their actions while using the technology. If their actions lead to a security breach, they could face ethical and legal implications.
And there's also piracy, which is a big issue in the IT industry.
Yes, piracy is the unauthorized use or reproduction of someone else's work. It's harmful to creators who lose revenue, and it also impacts the economy.
Lastly, there's the issue of consumer privacy. Companies have a responsibility to protect their customers' data, right?
Absolutely. Companies need to be transparent about how they use customer data and take steps to protect it.
This has been a really enlightening discussion, Bailey. It's clear that as IT users, we have a big role to play in navigating these ethical issues.
Definitely, Steph. It's all about using technology responsibly and maintaining trust in the digital community.
In conclusion, these ethical issues highlight the importance of using technology responsibly and respectfully. It's not just about legality, but also about maintaining trust and respect in the digital community. As IT users, we all have a role to play in navigating these ethical issues and promoting a safe and respectful digital environment. Thank you for listening, and I hope this discussion has been enlightening.